Chakaverse, Chaka Crypto. Welcome to the Chakaverse. We are speaking Chaka facts. I'm not speaking Chaka words. We are making Chaka raps. We call this the Chakaverse.
What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. It's almost Halloween, that time of year. Everybody's getting. I got my little mustache growing from a Halloween costume. You guys will see that on Halloween. Today we're talking about Jacy token, Jacy Labs, and the Rabbles NFT. So we're in for a treat. I've been really looking into this project, and I'm happy to have them on to share with you guys today. Just real quick, got to give a shout out to my sponsor, MetaMonkey AI. They are sponsoring the channel. MetaMonkey AI. Let me go ahead and bring up the Twitter. This is their Twitter here, Jacy Labs, and I have William, Max, and Athos backstage. Let me go ahead and bring up my guests. William, Max, and Athos. Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, good.
Yeah, great. Great.
Hey, how you doing?
Cool. So, how's your guys' day going so far?
Yeah, super good, man. It's late here, but yeah, good. Busy working, busy getting stuff ready for our mint, and yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you guys on. I appreciate it.
It's miserable here. It's just been pouring for days. It's been ugly, but good enough reason to stay inside, I guess. Keep working.
Oh man, it's so hot over here where I'm at. I'm in California. It's just blazing heat. I would it'd be nice to get a little bit of rain.
I'll trade you places. We're up in Canada. It's getting colder and colder.
Oh, I'm down. Let me just say what's up to the chat really quick. We have Queen first. You are here first, so you get that trophy. Congratulations, Jay Thacker. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for the support. And Melina, welcome. Good morning. So, I mean, let's just go ahead and get right into it. If you guys don't mind, we can start off with the order that we are on the screen. Maybe William, go first. Just an introduction of yourself and what you have, what your role is with the project.
Yeah. So my name is William. We started this project way back, man. It was last year, December, I guess. There was actually a rug pull. There was an old project that the original devs had just made off with everyone's money. All of us got screwed over. So all of us were actually originally investors in that project. And then we got talking, we got together. We realized that most of us have decades of IT and financial experience. And if these idiots that pulled everyone's money away can do it, why couldn't we? So we made a plan. We spent about a month going over everything. We built a new contract, migrated everybody over, and we started this project. And it's been very successful. In fact, I think when we migrated in January, we were up at least 20 times. Like, it was pretty crazy up until the war and the markets collapsed and everything's gone downhill. But we're still trucking along though, and going well. We've got a lot of things we're launching soon. The Rabbles will be the first thing that we're coming out with. We've got an app, and we've got a whole bunch more stuff that we plan to launch. So it's been a lot of fun. My background, I've worked in nuclear and IT for about 15 years now. Oh, wow. So this is a very new area to me. Like, where I work at is much more structured, a lot more red tape. Crypto is cowboys. Everything's chaos. People don't test. They don't do anything. Like, it's really hard for us to adopt to this mentality of no testing, just fly by and seat of your pants kind of mentality.
Yeah, it's like the wild west out there. It's been really cool to see the community come together and rebuild this project. It's kind of neat to see that's awesome.
Yeah, like, you can't do this without a community. You need a strong community. It's the only way you can make this succeed.
Yeah, for sure. And we have ASMR fan. Hey, welcome. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by, showing support. Foxy Crypto Girl, hello. Everybody in the chat, thank you for showing up. Digital Wizard, let's go. Jacy Labs and the Rabbles at work can't join, but can listen and support you guys. Thank you for the support. And Scott Acker, if I say that wrong, I'm sorry. Hi, Chaka. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. And hey, X Mumbles here for the Rabbles. Awesome. Oh, we got one more. Yep. Cool. So, Athos, are you there? Would you mind introducing yourself?
Hey, yeah, I am here. Yeah, Athos. I didn't actually join when Jacy kind of got rugged. I came later. Max kind of sold me the story of the community that came together to bring this kind of rug pull back together. Told me about this new kind of Rabbles NFT they were working on. And yeah, that sold it to me, and I kind of jumped in to help out on the Rabbles really, and that's been my focus since I've been here. I've got, I don't know, 15, 20 years experience in banking, financial technology. So yeah, kind of fit well into the team in terms of a bit of experience, some stuff I could lend a hand with. So that's kind of where I've been trying to help out. Yeah, it's just been, I mean, it's been so much fun working with these guys. I don't know if there's more red tape in banking or nuclear nowadays, but I don't know. I think maybe there's as much Wild West in banking as there is in crypto as well. So it's hard to balance that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's been a fun journey. You know, we've learned a lot. I think we've got some fun ideas that we're trying to implement, and you know, it's a slightly different take on some things. So yeah, we're really looking forward to kind of sharing that with everyone, giving them something new to mess around with.
Awesome. Well, welcome. And Max, you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, thanks, man. So yeah, my name's Max. Like William, I was an investor in the Rugged project last year. I've always wanted to get into Web3 and crypto in a development capacity since I started getting into it about 4 or 5 years ago. And we had an opportunity. We had a great token that was left with us that we could work from. And so basically, yeah, the rest is history. We kicked it off, as William said, in Jan. We've got about a number of lots of different projects that we want to initiate. And yeah, the first one is the Rabbles. So I'm the project lead for the Rabbles. Athos is our Web3 lead for that project. And yeah, later on, hopefully, Chaka, I can get an opportunity just to talk to your listeners about what the Rabbles is, when we're launching, what's great about what we're doing, and hopefully some people find that interesting.
Cool, nice, thank you. So where would you guys like to start? You guys want to talk about Jacy, or you want to jump right into the Rabbles? It's the floor is yours. However you guys would like to do this.
Let's dive into the Jacy a bit. So Jacy Labs, it's what we branded ourselves Jacy Labs because we want to launch a number of different projects under Jacy. It's not just going to be one thing or two things. Like the Rabbles is just a part of it, but it's a big part of it. It's one of our first big things that we're doing. We're going to be revamping the website. Everything else is going to change over to Jacy Labs because that's a very recent update that we've made. So it used to just be a token, but now we're expanding. We're going to turn this into actually a real company. We're going to file an LLC very shortly. We'll be launching the app very soon. We've done some beta testing. Everything went really well. And we're going to just keep going. We're going to keep launching more and more stuff. The big difference with this team is that all of us have day jobs. We're all working. We have our own lives. We have our own day jobs. We're not relying on this as an income. In fact, if we were, we'd be pretty big idiots because we're not really making any money on this. This is a passion project. We love what we do. If I really wanted to make money, I would just go take another job or something.
Yeah.
Most of these teams and products out there, they collect the money, they run off with it, they don't do anything. Like this team has been trying to do everything properly. We want to make sure that we reinvest everything into the project, everything goes back to the community, and that hopefully everyone can make profit off this.
Yeah, it looks like you guys have really been chopping through that roadmap.
Yeah, a lot of this is also going to update because we've expanded greatly beyond. This is our initial scope, and we've gone a lot beyond what this is.
Oh, nice. Did this video up here, is this about, this is the wallet, right? Or I mean on the wallet.
Yeah, this is the initial early concept for the app. It's very similar to what that is. It'll be a little bit different. We're going to be releasing more information very shortly. But the beta testing went really well. We've had some of our own community members joining in, and all the transactions are working, and that's the most important part. But again, one of the big differences that we are is with all of our decades of experience, we're taking it very slowly. We're testing everything thoroughly. We're going through a full dev QA prod cycle. We don't want mistakes. We don't want issues. Even with our Rabble launch, we started off with our pass first to verify and make sure everything went very smooth. So we're not just launching things every day and hoping that things are going to work and praying. We're doing things properly.
Nice. So how many of I know you guys were all part of the community, but how many now is on, I guess, the team or or taking the lead?
It's hard to say. So we have about 5 people that are the core team. it's, we've had some people come and go over the time. Not everyone has the time to devote to this. It's been months. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of unpaid work.
Yeah.
Thousands of hours we put in that we are not. It's, it's something you have to love. It's a passion.
Oh yeah, I know. Especially if you have a day job, this has got to be a lot of work, and that's why kudos to you guys for coming together and doing this, because I understand how much work this is, and from when I've seen this project before to now, total 360. And you said that this isn't even it. You guys are going to redo the website. I'm excited. This is I'm very impressed with what you guys have done so far. It's really neat.
Yeah, like we're going to be overhauling because we rebranded the Jacy Labs because we want it to be a lot more than just a token. So all this stuff will be updated soon. We've got a few website ideas we're playing with right now. We just haven't picked which theme we want to go with.
Nice. And whenever you have updates and you would like to share them, my channel is always open. If you wanted to jump on and give updates, I'm just a DM away, and the door is always open for you guys.
Yeah, of course. And thanks for having us. Honestly, it's nice.
Yeah, no worries, man.
To talk and for people to actually see us and to get the message out there in different platforms, because we don't really have a YouTube presence right now, so we'd really like to get that.
Yeah, well, I can help you guys out there, whatever I can do. And so from here, these tabs here, does this go into?
I wouldn't bother right now. Those are grayed out. We made a whole separate website for the Rabbles, but we'll cover that when Max wants to cover the Rabbles after we're done with labs. So for now, just leave the website as is. The tax is only 1%. We initially had the taxes at 9%, and that was really just to build a wallet in order to fund the project. We collected what we felt like was enough to launch everything, so we've reduced the taxes down to 1%, and the eventual goal would be to hit 0%. Because the idea isn't for the taxes to be paying us. Like we really want this to work. So we're going to launch the Rabbles, and then we'll keep launching more things afterwards. And a large part of the profits will always be returned back into the token. So there were no dev tokens. Nobody ever was handed out tokens. We all had to buy into this project.
Wow.
We bought it much later than the actual launch because we just migrated everyone over. We didn't even ask people to do like an airdrop or pay their own gas. We paid the gas for everybody. I think back, oh man, January, it was like $40,000 US. Like it was a lot of money to do all that.
Nice. With you were saying the goal is to go to 0% tax. Is there anything you can speak on? How is that gonna how is that sustainable to stay with zero tax? How are you guys making?
So with zero tax, like we've covered what we need to run the project. With 0% tax, we'll get a lot more volume. People will be trading, but we won't be earning an income off that, obviously. So the idea is that all of our external things that we launch, we're going to find ways of bringing money external to the token itself. Most products will just rely on people just putting money into the token and nothing else. That's the only source of income. But that's really just a shell game. Like it's not sustainable long term to do that. You have to keep people keep losing in order for people to keep making money. So the idea that we can launch something that brings in an external revenue, then we can actually have additional sources of revenue, and that'll bring the money into the project. So whatever we launch, a portion of that will always go back into the token, into the liquidity pool.
Nice. Thank you for that. And then on your guys' socials, I see you got a pretty good following. You have over almost 2,000 on Twitter. How's your Telegram doing? Is Telegram your main source right now?
So Telegram, Discord, and Twitter. I'd say for Jacy, we normally use Telegram. People seem to like it. We get a lot more engagement there. But for the Rabble side and the NFT side, it's mostly about in Discord. Discord's much more popular. We just moved over the Telegram group. There was a few thousand people in the old one. We made the Labs one, and I think a few hundred people have come over a bit. I mean, the numbers don't really tell much because if you want 50,000 people, you can add 50,000 people. You can bot whatever you want. So.
True.
Not too much.
And your community is great, by the way. There's just jumping in there for the first time. Everybody's welcoming. Everybody is, kind of catching me up to date. It was a nice, nice welcoming into the community.
It is amazing, honestly. Like these people, they've stuck with us. They've gone through everything. Like they trusted us, and we've been transparent. So we've been doing this for like 10, 11 months almost. And every step of the way, like we've just been honest with everyone, been open about everything, and it's made it easy. If you get the trust of your community, then you're unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly. And so then the Rabbles NFTs came along. This is the website right here for the Rabbles.
Yeah.
This is the correct one.
I'll
Cool.
let
Is it
Max take over the Rabble side.
okay? Nice.
Awesome, thanks. So thanks, Chaka, and thanks, William, for talking labs. So there's maybe just a little bit of like context on the Rabbles.
Mhm.
So for those who don't know, the Jacy token community is a what I would say is kind of a new crypto Web3 community, and a lot of people there come to Jacy because they're learning about Web3. They're not necessarily experts, and we pride ourselves in helping people get on to the Web3 world, the crypto world.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the NFT, I'm a big NFT guy. So the last couple of years, I was in early on things like Sneaky Vampires, Bulls on the Block. I've been on Solana. I've got ENS domains coming out of my head, as you can see from my logo. I've been quite heavily involved in that, and we basically decided we wanted a way to introduce NFTs to our traditional token holders. And help them get into NFTs, but also build our community by looking at all the different aspects of Web3. And clearly, NFTs are going to be a huge part of that, in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So what we did, we decided we'd come up with an NFT project, and what we were going to do is we were going to do things a little bit differently. We wanted to take the best bits of the sort of pop culture hype, Bored Ape Yacht Club type stuff that's happened. We wanted to take the best bits of things like the kaijus, the community aspects of the froggies, all of this great stuff that we'd seen. But because we're all traditional finance guys, we wanted to wrap it up in a package that provided people with a sort of long-term, solid, hopefully investment. For us as well, because we're investors. We're developers, but we're also investors.
Yeah.
And so the concept behind the Rabbles was trying to marry those things together. So we've gone with a pixel art type style of art, which is obviously very popular. It's fun, and we can build some stories around it. But the most important thing is underneath that, the way that we're trying to sustain our NFT community and our proposition is, we're looking at how do we use sort of the emerging DeFi type protocols to bring in revenue if you're an investor. And I guess the simplest way to think about that is like a lot of the NFT projects are built around storytelling, pop culture, hype, building the next big thing. And it's great. And I love those. I'm in lots of those. I think what we're trying to do is something slightly different. We're introducing elements of that. But if you look at how we're planning to utilize a lot of the mints that we get from the Gen 1, what we're trying to do is build up some capital behind the project that provides returns over a long period of time for investors. So we're going to be a long-term project. We're not going to be selling people you're going to make 50 or 100% in the first month. But what we're trying to do is build a sustainable proposition that we can evolve over time. Now, so that's kind of the project, and where we are with it at the moment is we're kind of at the very early stages. We've mapped out a huge sort of utility plan for the Rabbles, which I'll touch on a little bit later, which has some traditional revenue generating things. So, for example, we're going to put 50% of all of the revenues we generate from mints and secondary sales into building essentially a capital pool that's going to be used for POS staking and for building our own curated NFT collection where we will raffle back utilities to the community. So there's an awful lot of this is going to be a sort of self-sustaining capital pool that drives revenue coming from the outside. And I think, Chaka, as you said to William, how do you have zero royalties? Well, if you look at NFTs, the way we're going to have zero royalties, the equivalent sense for Rabbles is we're going to have a capital pool that's going to be staked on Ethereum and Polkadot, and it's going to generate POS rewards that we can introduce back into the community. And we're also going to use our knowledge of NFTs to grow an NFT collection where we can auction off utilities for our holders and hopefully make some profit.
Nice. Now I did see that these are available already on OpenSea. So if are those the ones that are that were dropped to holders of Jacy, or how are those on
Yeah.
OpenSea?
So what we decided to do, this was a brainwave of one of the guys who's not on actually. As William mentioned, we're all sort of from a traditional tech background, and we're used to testing things first. And so what we decided to do as part of our launch is we launched something called the Rabble Pass, which is what you'll see on OpenSea. And we launched that about 3 weeks ago now. And really that was about creating an NFT-based allow list for our main mint, which is going to happen either in November or December. Now, the beauty about doing that is it allows us to test a bit of technology. So for anybody who's seen those Rabble Passes, you'll probably know now that they're changing every Friday. Every Friday, we're updating the metadata and the images, and it's revealing new perks on those Rabble Passes, which will benefit you if you mint our main collection later on in the year. So that's what you see on there. It was a free mint. We sold out in the public mint in 1 minute, 49 seconds. We sold all 4,000, which was beyond our wildest dreams. And it's given us a really good platform to think forward now to the Gen 1 mint later this year.
Okay, so the Rabble Passes are going to give more perks to the future mint of the NFT.
That's right. So the Rabble Passes come in 3 rarities. There's blue, pink, and gold. I'm not going to give too much away because the pinks and golds haven't revealed fully yet, but what they'll essentially do is give you a perk when you mint. So the blue ones have already fully revealed. And what that gives you is it first of all gives you a 1-for-1 allow list spot on the Gen 1 mint. And the second thing it does is if you mint with the blue Rabble Pass, which will be through a burn mechanism, you'll burn it to claim your Gen 1. You will be entered into an NFT raffle that we're going to hold, and we'll be essentially raffling away winners who mint with those blue passes. They'll get free NFTs should you win. So that's the perk for the blue one, yeah. And the pinks and the golds, you have to have a look on Friday. The pinks will reveal Friday, and then the golds the week after.
Cool. So it's 1 Rabble Pass per NFT mint?
Yeah, that's right. It's one for one. The final collection size for Gen 1 will be slightly bigger than the 4,000 because we're going to be having another specific Gen 1 allow list. But yeah, the Rabble Pass is a 1-for-1, and that's your guaranteed way to get on the allow list.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Because I did hear about those, and I seen them, and I went and I just started. I wasn't quite sure what I was getting, but I was like, I know these are going to be good. I want to buy these.
And you know what we did? We talked about this long and hard, and we decided, like the traditional allow list of just signing wallets up, just you get no engagement. What we wanted to do was we wanted to provide an allow list that, if you guys come in and you buy one and you want to mint and then you don't like what you hear, you can sell it. Thanks for spending 3 weeks in our community. It's not quite for you. Fine, sell it. You can make a little few dollars and we're all happy. What we didn't want is to be stuck with an allow list that was just a list of wallets and 60% said, you know what, this isn't quite right for me, but we're stuck with an allow list that nobody's going to mint. So this way it's much better for everybody. Our people who buy can decide and we'll do our best to try and convince them. But if not, they can sell and we can get new people in who feel like it is the right project for them.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, let me just say what's up to Legal Alien. What's going on? Legal in the chat. Thank you for showing up. Jay Thacker saying what's going on to Legal Alien. And then Hinch Ninjas Only says, love listening to Max presenting. You got some you guys' community out there.
It must be somebody who's not British who likes the British accent, because all the British people will be saying that northern accent's terrible.
I mean, I can't stand it, Max. I don't know where you're getting all this support from. This isn't fair.
It won't be from England. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so Max, I did see on here, I did a video the other day and I was looking through the utilities and it was talking about the domain names. Is that still something that's going on with the NFT? Is that a benefit?
It is. So Athos is the guy who's driving most of the Web3 utilities. So if you don't mind, Chaka, I'll hand over to Athos and he'll talk a little bit about ENS and then some of the other things we've got planned.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, ENS is most certainly still in the roadmap, and look, we've not released the roadmap and timing yet, so I don't want to give too much away. What I can say is ENS will be early. It's relatively set up, so we're pretty comfortable. Once you get your Rabble in your wallet, that ENS claiming is going to be available. And I guess, you know, Max is a huge ENS guy, huge, and I believe in it as well. You know, we're all supportive of it. We think it's, you know, it's going to be part of the future in one way or another. And all we wanted to do, again, it's a bit like how we're talking about getting the token guys into NFTs. This is then another step of how do we get the NFT guys into ENS? And
okay.
what we're going to kind of help with is, you know, we can provide an ENS domain, and every Rabbles NFT holder will be able to claim a subdomain against that Rabbles ENS. So let's say the Rabbles ENS is just rabbles.eth. You'll be able to claim chaka.rabbles.eth. And we'll make that super easy for you. There'll be a nice UI. You can go in, you can just click through, claim it, and it will be linked to your NFT. So one, you'll only be able to claim it if you own a Rabbles NFT. That will be kind of verified on chain. And secondly, hey, Hench Ninjas is in. Thanks.
Good, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. And I've forgotten where I was now. Yeah, you can only claim it if you've got a Rabbles NFT, and when you sell the NFT, it goes with the NFT, so it's linked. So you kind of start creating this real kind of, I guess, like your sort of Web3 brand. Essentially, you can have your NFT with whatever profile picture it is, and then that can be connected to your ENS name, which connects to the project. So what we want is this great community of Rabbles who have got their Rabbles, you know, profile pic, they've got their Rabbles ENS, you know, they're Jacy token holders, and it starts to create this kind of brilliant community that are all set up nicely with all those different kind of Web3 components.
Nice. If you have the ENS, the domain, and that's attached to your NFT, and you sell that NFT, does that domain name go with that NFT?
Yeah, so it's linked to the NFT. So when you sell the NFT, it'll go with it. Now, obviously, it's only a subdomain, so it's not a main domain. So it's just a subdomain that essentially is connected to the Rabbles NFT wallet. Sorry, NFT contract.
Oh, and that subdomain, that's the one you can change the name.
Yeah, well, you can change the name underneath. So it's like, say you have like rabbles.eth, that's the main domain. So we'll allow people to claim whatever they want. So Max could have max.rabbles.eth. So when you sell, if he connects that to one of his Rabbles NFTs, when he sells that NFT, that max.rabbles.eth will go with it.
And the person buying it, are they the first person receiving it? Can they change it again, or it sticks with Max?
No, it will stick with that. So once it's claimed, it's claimed, and that will be locked into that NFT. So we'll essentially end up with these names locked in on the NFTs. Now we can probably figure out a way at a later date of allowing like a second claim. You know, if people sell it and they really don't like the .eth that it came with, we can look at changing that in the future.
That's really interesting.
We've thought about giving the Rabbles names, like auto-generated, because you can see, if you've seen the artwork, it's very diverse, and it's, I mean, you can see even just from the front, right, there's a lot of different things. The other option is we just give them their number, you know, 1 to 6,000, 1 to 8,000, the number we go with, and they can stick with that. But yeah, to be decided, I think.
Nice. And did you mention how many of the Rabbles NFT? What's the total?
No, not yet. We're probably going to announce that this weekend. It's going to be more than 4,000. It's going to be less than 1 million. It'll be. We always tell people the artist we've got is amazing. He's done such an amazing job that he's given us enough artwork for a collection far beyond what we would ever need. But we'll probably be in the 6,000 to 8,000 range, I imagine. When we finish up, we want to keep it manageable. But we hope, you know, based on the sellout of the Rabble Pass, we've got a decent amount of demand, we think, for it. So yeah, it'll be somewhere in that range.
Cool. Who is the artist? Have you guys mentioned who the artist is? Is he somebody in the community, or?
He's not. He's a guy that we just found through our different networks. In fact, one of one of the people that previously we've been working on the project, he found him. He's based out of Vietnam, and he's been doing a lot of work for us, not just on this. He's also, dare I say it, starting work on our next sub collection, which is going to be part of the Rabbles, which we will announce later on in the year. And yeah, super talented, loves his pixel art. We're working on some animated pieces to go with the new website and the refresh. And yeah, I think at some stage, once we go live, we'd love to introduce him on Discord to everybody.
Oh, nice. You said new website. Are you talking about the Jacy website, or is the Rabbles also going to get an updated website?
The Rabbles will. So once we go live, because of the utilities, there's a number of things that we'll need to add. In particular, the staking elements that we want to include. So undoubtedly, the website's going to get an overhaul to allow you to interact with the utilities we're going to launch.
Nice. And no set date yet. Just in the future, for the NFT mint.
Yeah, so as I think I announced on another podcast, it'll definitely be in either November or December. We are actually ready to go. So all of the artwork's done. We're solid with the contracts. We've already done our test. So we always say to people, look, we could probably mint next week if we wanted to. The decision around the date is really just around holiday periods. And also utility. We want to find a balance between minting and then having the right amount of utility for people to get started with. And as Atheos mentioned, there are about 4 or 5 of the utilities on the roadmap that is slowly revealing that we're trying to get ready for the minute we mint. So it's kind of that juggling act, but it'll certainly be before Christmas. And yeah, I mean, you guys just stick on the Discord. It won't be long before we give you a specific date, and it's definitely going to be well before Christmas. So
nice. I thought you were going to say, well, it'll definitely be between this November and next November. I was like, oh,
this November and 2075 or something. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll get there. No, I think we've had some discussions in the background, as Max said. We've got so much of this ready, but you look at the dates and you kind of go, well, there's more to reveal on the passports. We want to do that properly. We don't just want to kind of rush it. There's Thanksgiving coming up. We have to consider that weekend and whether that's a good or a bad time to do it. That's probably TBC in terms of whether that's a good thing or not. And then this balance with the kind of staking and all the other utilities is. We didn't want to just put an NFT out there that then is people are just sat on going, when's my utility going to turn up? We want to make sure people have got something, when the NFT hits their wallet that benefits them, not just an increase in floor price, which obviously we're all hoping for, but we're kind of taking that relatively seriously. Things do take a little bit of time, and we just want to make sure there's a good balance so people don't get bored sat waiting for something to happen. I mean, I don't know how many people here are involved in the different NFT communities, but you could look at something like even some of the big ones like Adidas NFT. I don't think they've done anything for like months and months and months. They released like a secondary NFT that hasn't revealed in 4 months or something. And it just creates so much kind of bad communication. You look in their Discord and it's just people complaining about waiting all the time, and we really didn't want to end up in that situation. That's kind of fine balance to hit.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like 3.5, 4 months for the unrevealed, and it kind of makes you think, we bought this NFT and it's not unrevealed. What's going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, you start wondering, how disorganized is it behind the scenes? If and you don't want to look like a cash grab, right? That's just lots of money going into someone's pocket without anything coming to the holders. And as we keep saying, we want to make sure this is for the whole community. It's obviously for us as well, but we all have jobs. We're not just here to kind of take some money and then leave. We want to make sure it's kind of sustainable long term, and it's important if we do that our roadmap and our timelines actually fit together. I think in our opinion, that's just the most kind of genuine and approachable sort of way to do things.
Nice. That's good to hear. As far as the Rabble passes, you said there was 3 different colors. There's blue, pink, and gold, I believe you said.
Yeah, that's right. So there's blue, pink, or gold. There's 3,500 of the blues. There's 600 of the pink, and there's 100 of the gold. The blues, if you go on OpenSea now, you'll see that the blue stamps have all revealed. I think at the top of the website, Chaka, we've got a link to OpenSea under buy. I hope it Yeah, this is where we did put a link there, I'm sure.
Perfect.
Dangerous thing to do live.
Yes. So yeah, if you scroll down into here, you'll see the blue ones have got the 3 stamps on. So if you purchase a blue one, you will get, essentially it's an allow list, so you'll burn that for the Gen 1 mint. But you'll also see that if you mint with this pass and you burn it, you'll also get the NFT raffle. We'll be announcing what the raffle is and the prizes before the mint, so you can make your choice. And then all we ask is if you mint, you burn this, you pay the mint fee, and then you'll be entered into the prize draw. So if you just go back to the main, just back one. If you pick up sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, then if you go to filter on the Rabble pass on the left and go to, say, have a look at a pink one. If you just scroll down slightly, into the Rabble pass, you see there's 3, in here. If you click on a pink one, now you see the difference with the pink ones. It loads there's a space for the missing stamp. So the 4th stamp on here hasn't revealed yet. You can see the watermark. That will reveal on Friday, and that will give another perk. And then the gold pass has 2 missing stamps. So one will reveal on Friday, and then the final one will reveal the week after. And that'll tell everybody exactly what you get from the passes once you do the mint. It's important to say the passes have no value once we mint the Gen 1. So it's all for things running up to the mint. If you mint after that, they have no value at all. So, be aware of that. If you're looking to buy one, treat it as an allow list. The rest is obviously speculation. And if you're unsure, please just wait till we do the reveals, and then you can make your mind up whether you want to pay a little bit of a premium for a pink or a gold, or whether you want to stick with the blue. But we've tried to build it and make it exciting and hopefully make it worthwhile if you do want to speculate.
Nice. And you said, so once these are minted, once you mint an NFT and you use this Rabble pass, is there going to be, what is your plan? Are these going to sit in the holder's wallet, or is there a way?
No, they're going to get burned, Chaka. So the way that it'll run is that you will insert your Rabble pass into a contract, and that'll then unlock the ability to mint 1 Gen 1, and essentially then the pass will be burnt.
Oh, very nice.
We've got an efficient way to do that with our technical partners, Brew Labs, who are going to be doing a lot of our back-end stuff for this first mint, as they did for our Rabble pass. It'll be burnt, and then you can mint. Now, in terms of the mint timelines, we're going to release some more details of that again this weekend. The only thing I would say is your Rabble pass is the guaranteed way to get a mint, and it's also possibly the cheapest way to mint. I'll leave it at that.
And I heard Brew Labs. That's awesome. I really like Brew Labs. They do a lot of great stuff. So they've helped you with the NFT side.
That's right. So Brew, we announced a partnership with Brew Labs about 2 months ago. And because we wanted to do this and get it right, we trusted one of the best in the business. So we went with Brew Labs, who we've been talking to for probably ever since January. And so they helped us with the contract. They've helped us just work out some of the technical stuff, some of the React things, and essentially they're helping us make sure that we do everything right for our community. We don't get anything wrong, and we're slowly treating them as our sort of technical advisors as the team is learning and upskilling as well. So it's a great way for us to get things right, but also make sure we're learning from the best as we go through the process, and that's what they bring to the table for us.
Nice. And it looks like Tracy Hoover has a question. Are the Rabbles going to be characters you can walk around in the metaverse with?
I wonder whether somebody saw my Decentraland demo yesterday. So look, maybe. I think the way that I would talk about that is it's not necessarily in our Gen 1 utilities for the first season. So you'll have, I think, Chaka, you showed the diagram, the big purple diagram, I think you popped up earlier, and it has a lot of missing components to it at the moment. We'll be revealing 13 different utilities for the Gen 1 collection. I can say that doesn't include at this stage playable characters in Sandbox, Decentraland, or one of those. But the important thing is that Jacy Labs is a fintech company And we are planning to be here throughout Web3's evolution. And undoubtedly, when the technology and the functionality is there, that's exactly the kind of things we'll look at. So we're going to under-promise. We will try and over-deliver. And I can assure you that all of us are pretty well connected into how those things are developing. And when the time's right, it works well for our community. That's definitely something we'll explore.
Wow, that's very interesting. Thank you for that. So is there anything else you guys would like to share with the community? I know whenever I do presentations like this, every time I'm done with this, as soon as I'm done, I'm like, I should have talked about this, you know. So is there anything you guys think you missed that you'd like to share?
Maybe could I say two quick things really? One is
take your time.
Right. One is just, you know, just to reflect on what I said at the start. I think everybody who's into NFTs and appreciates how hard this is and how hard it is to keep up with the community. And I just want to say two things on that. Firstly, we've got an amazing set of mods. Crypto Junkie, Frobe, Iron Spider, Callum Wang, Mikael, Mumbles. They're all doing this for free and they're amazing. And you'll see them in Discord every day, talking to people, explaining what we're trying to do. And I just wanted to say thanks to them, but also just to everybody who comes into Discord. We're doing this, you know, because we love it and we're investing in it and we will deliver a great product, but we're also limited in terms of bandwidth. So we're not trying to pretend to be a project that has 20-page shillers in Discord talking. We're trying to say the right things, build organically, and it might take a bit of time. So if you drop into Discord and there's somebody not chatting every second, don't worry about it. You know, we're there, we're working, and we've got a great set of mods who are there to help and assist you. And then the final thing I just wanted to say was, you know, why would you want to go into the Rabbles? You know, firstly, do your own research. It's not financial advice. But if you're looking for an NFT project that's trying to look at the best elements of DeFi, looking at how do you make a sustainable value proposition for consumers that isn't necessarily about the next pump, you know, the next hype, the next meta, but is thinking about a sustainable ecosystem that will bring revenue, I think we can do that. And it means it doesn't mean that it's going to be a 50%, 100% APR in the first month. But I think if you look at the utilities we're going to be sharing and you want to talk to any of us, just drop into Discord, drop into Telegram, ask us questions. And I just hope, you know, that we can convince you that I think we've got a really good solution here that should work. And, you know, we feel really pleased that, you know, we've already managed to get so many people buying the Rabble passes.
Nice. Now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hey, I was just going to add, and I don't think we've agreed that I can give this away. So this is kind of alpha, but I guess I'm not going to go too far into it. But Max and I had a really good discussion with the team on Monday, and we won't give the names away yet. But you know, we've collaborated with Brew. We've found another big company that we can collaborate with who want to work with us. You know, a kind of nigh on 1 million followers on Twitter kind of company, work with some of the best in Web3. And I think, you know, going forward, we think we can pull that off and make that work. And I guess it's just to say that we aren't kind of messing around. We're not trying to just do everything ourselves. We found some of the best people we can to work with on this stuff. And that's kind of what we're going to keep doing going forward.
Nice. And then we have people trying to get some more alpha. Nathaniel Volkman asks, any hints for the stamp reveal later this week?
Yeah, it'll happen on Friday.
Nathaniel, do you know what we'll do? This evening, I'll give away a pink Rabble pass, like I did last week, for the first person who replies to my Rabbles tweet with the correct guess. So give me an hour, I'll post that out on the official Rabbles account. The first person to guess what they think Stamp 4 does will win a pink Rabble pass. No hints.
Very nice. And speaking of giveaways, were you wanting to do a giveaway on stream tonight?
We'd love to. I think, Chaka, we'd love to give away some Rabble passes to your audience. I think we've got 3 blue Rabble passes to give away and 1 pink. So totally up to you how you wanna do it. But yeah, we'd love to do that for everybody here.
Awesome. I appreciate that. So the way this works, this is a StreamYard Twitter picker, StreamYard hashtag picker. So we're going to go hashtag, let's see here. The keyboard's acting wonky. Hashtag Rabbles, just like it's spelled on the screen here. You type in hashtag Rabbles in the chat, and that will enter you into this drawing. And then we do we'll pick it just like that, hashtag Rabbles, and then we'll do the drawing. I'll give it about a minute or so. So in the chat,
I might enter.
Oh, go ahead. Anybody can enter. So hashtag Rabbles in the chat, and then I will do the drawing shortly. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Got a lot of really good info. I'm really pumped on this project.
It's great that people like you do this. It's so much better to go to audiences that we know are already plugged into NFTs and interested. It makes everything so much easier, and I'm hopefully better for the listeners too. It's great.
Oh yeah. So hashtag Rabbles in the chat. I just want to make sure I spelled that right. Yes, I did. Just like it is, capital RABBLES. And that'll enter you in the chat. We have 10 entries so far, 16 people in the chat, 11 entries. And this is for a blue Rabbles pass, correct?
We've got 3 blues and then 1 pink. So if you want to do the blues first and then the pink, whatever's, however you want.
Perfect. So we have 12 entries. I'll give you about 30 more seconds. If you want to enter, just hashtag Rabbles in the chat. And then we'll hit the drawing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw. So the first winner of a blue Rabbles pass is the suspense. Larissa figure. Oh, I'm going to butcher that last name. Well, congratulations, Larissa. Congratulations. How would you like to set this up, Max? Do you want them to contact you on Twitter? Do you want them to send me their address and I send it to you?
That would be best. If you just send the wallet address, I'll get those posted out tonight, airdrop.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and write this down. All right, so Larissa, hit me up on Twitter. If you're not following me, all the links are in the description below. Just message me on Twitter, and then send me your address, and I will send it over to Max just to keep it organized. And we're getting ready to draw the next. All right, we're getting ready to draw the next winner. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and draw again. Now we have 13 entries. If you still have a chance to enter, all you gotta do is hashtag Rabbles in the chat, and this is for the second blue Rabbles pass. And only one winner. So Larissa, if you win again, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to re-roll. And Nathaniel, congratulations, Nathaniel. So same thing. Hit me up on Twitter. Message me on Twitter. Message me your ETH address. Correct, Max?
Yeah, that's right. ETH address, please.
Okay, so message me your ETH address, and I will send it over to Max, and he will send you over your blue Rabble pass. And next drawing. Now we have 14 entries. Let's see, who do we got for the third blue Rabble pass? Crypto Priest. Congratulations, Crypto Priest. My Twitter is in the description box below. Just message me on Twitter and send me your ETH address, and I'll send it over to Max. And this one here is for
pink.
All right, so now we have 16 entries in here, and 18 in the chat. So hashtag Rabbles, capital RABBLES, if you want to join. And we're drawing for a pink Rabbles pass. Here we go. And Foxy Crypto Girl. Congratulations. Foxy Crypto Girl. So my Twitter is in the description box. Just go ahead and message me your ETH address on Twitter, and I will get that sent over. Awesome. Well, thank you for that, gentlemen. That was pretty cool. And congratulations to everybody in the chat.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, and like I said, you guys are welcome back anytime. Anytime there's updates or you want to share anything, feel free to. The door's always open if you need to use it and you want to throw it on, share it with the YouTube community and everybody in the chat. Oh, you did? Cool. I will get that sent out as soon as the stream's over. I'll get everything sent out. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys jumping on.
Yeah, we'd love to come back and talk to you maybe just before the mint. That would be super great. Yeah,
perfect. Anytime. And everybody in the chat, I appreciate all the support. This project's looking really good. I'm really impressed that the community came together for this project, and you guys are at where you're at now. That's so impressive. That's really neat. So on that note, any last words before we sign out?
Just a big thanks for me for every week taking the time. It's an hour of your day, and we really appreciate you listening to us. Thanks.
Oh, anytime. Cool. Well, you guys all have a great Wednesday, and I appreciate you guys joining. You guys all have a great day. Thanks.
Take care.
Thanks.
Have a good one.